Hello everyone, it's time to prep everything for the master recipes with patch 6.05. We're gonna get the Savage tier, and with that we will get master recipes, and that will include the craftable battle gear. Alright, so let's start with the gatherers. What we need is the legendary notes. So you can unlock the legendary notes here with the splendors at the splendors vendor in Ratsatan. You go to field craft items, they cost 16 regional folklore type C each. Focus on the first 6. The first 3 is minor, and then the other is botanist, and then the last 3 is for fisher. You get the tokens from the script exchange. It costs white gatherer scripts. So white gatherer scripts, miscellany, here under bait and tokens, right there. I already have unlocked them all. They go under here in your gathering log. If you go to regional folklore, for example, Walt Sundered and Sea of Stars and Easel Bard. So okay, let's go through the materials. So let's see. So the master recipe materials will require all of these materials. I'm thinking the stone hard water will probably either be needed for grade 6 tinctures or the grade 6 alkahests, which the alkahests are needed to craft the gear, but it's part of the recipe. So the stone hard water might be important as well. Rime dolomite will be needed for the ingot. And lunar adamantite. I think there will be the goldsmith ingot maybe, or something. There is rhodium sand. This is probably also goldsmith. And then botanist, we have the log for carpenter. This spice will probably be needed for either the alkahest or the 2-star food that we're gonna get. So all of these materials are important. I have posted a video how to spirit bond and farm your own materia gathering these. Gathering these are really good. In the process you can spirit bond really quickly and also get materia at the same time. I've made a video about that, link in the video description. So this is very important. Prepare each of these materials. All the legendary notes of Endwalker. The herb will be needed for alkahest. And golden cocoon for the weaver cloth. You may ask, how do you know already? It's because the previous 2 expansions were the same. The pattern they just repeat the same pattern for each new expansion. How the master recipes work, basically. That's how we know. And the next thing is Tomestones of aphorism. Make sure to get to 2k tomes before the patch. This way you can buy the materials instantly. There will be new materials that you buy with these, and those will be part of the master recipe as well. So battle jobs are really included in the process in that way. People who don't even craft and just do battle content, they can just buy these mats and sell them on the market board and they can make really good gil with this. So keep that in mind. And then the next thing is crafter scripts. There will be new master books. If you don't unlock the master books, you won't be able to do the new recipes. It's gonna be master book 9, and if it's anything like previous expansions, it's gonna cost 1200 crafter white scripts each. I've provided macro and a video explaining which recipes are best to farm white and purple scripts. Just in case, like there's like 1% chance that I might change it this time and make it cost purple scripts. So be sure to prep hand-ins for purple script as well. I'll leave that link in the video description for the macro on the video. So be sure to prep white and purple crafter script hand-ins. I've already made some. I've filled one retainer with hand-ins ready. I'm not handing them in yet. I'm handing in when the patch comes. This way I can unlock all books for every crafter class instantly. So they're just sitting there in my retainer for now. What you can also do is just be at 2000 of each script before patch drops. So you have an upper hand there as well. If you still have yellow scripts, you can turn them into white as well. So I'm keeping them for now. I'm not converting them yet. And the next thing is other materials that came out in Endwalker. All the 40 durability materials. Just take few examples. Blue zircon, star quartz, ametrine, chloros, thick weststone, and so on and so forth. Weaver's got a couple new cloths. Dark hempen cloth, that also might show up in the new recipes. Almasty search. So just every new material, snow linen, and then leatherworker have few new leathers as well, and etc, etc. Just make sure you prep all of the new materials to have an upper hand there. And this is an obvious one, obviously. Crystals and clusters, make sure you're not low on them. I've also shown how to gather these if you don't... Venture is the best way to get them, but if you don't have more than 2 retainers, it's not gonna be efficient. So if you don't have retainers, I've also made a guide how to gather them quickly. Link in the video description. If you're someone who's following my macros and guides for crafting, be sure to follow my melds. I will also make a cheaper edition, but that's after I know the optimal stats for minimum, and I won't know that until the recipes themselves come out. So, but if you have the time and resources to do my melds, I will leave that in the video description as well. So you can follow my macros day one if you want for making the new master recipes. Crafter food and potion. I'm gonna be using the Cunning Craftsman Draught. I'm not 100% sure if it's gonna be needed. Crafting is so easy nowadays, it's probably gonna not be needed. But just in case, prep those as well. And then as food we have the HQ version of this one. I had them in my inventory, I already crafted some. Yeah, it's in my... Oh, it's in my saddlebag. No, next page there. It gives 78 CP and 76 control. This is the new best food for crafter. Prep those as well. And then sands. Make sure you prep one of each type. Endstone, miner, endwood, botanist, endtithe, fisher. All 3 are gonna be needed for the new alcahests, and the alcahests are gonna be needed to craft the battle gear. So make sure to have as many as you can. I'm going probably for 999 of each before patch drops. That's also because I'm going really ham on crafting day one. If you're only crafting for yourself and you don't care about selling them, you don't need that many. Maybe just 50 of each will be enough. But it's so easy to get them. I provide the videos in the video description. I already made guides for them. If you followed my melt plans for crafter, you know that it's not completely finished, so we still need some materia ready for the tools especially. So keep farming crafter grade 9 and grade 10 materia. Besides, if you have spares after you finish melding, you will be able to sell them for really high price because there will be tons of people melding and the crafter materia market will be blooming. So even if you over prep on these, you will still have an advantage. You can just sell the spares. So be sure to farm as many grade 9 and 10 crafter materia as you can. If you're done with the gatherer melds, that's not as important, though you don't need to prep those. I already provided my gatherer melds as well. But yeah, focus on grade 9 and grade 10 crafter. If you're buying them with white scripts, you should be doing the white script recipes, because you will be gaining spirit bond at the same time while doing those. Focus on buying command 9 and cunning 9 and 10 as well if you're doing purple script hand-ins. The CP grade 9 is not needed as much. The CP materia that's mostly needed is actually grade 7 and grade 5. So grade 9 is not as needed for when it comes to CP for now. Focus on craftsmanship and mostly control. Control priority number 1 and then craftsmanship. Also make sure you still have buffs for gear durability, spirit bond and spirit bomb buffs, because while we're going ham on the master recipes, we will be spirit bonding a lot in the process. Meaning we will min-max how much grade 9 and grade 10 material we'll be making in the process. So I would highly recommend to keep up with your squadron spirit bond buff or FC buff, yeah, or just spirit bomb potion. Today, as of posting this video, is 22nd of December, and the plan for releasing 6.05, that's the Savage patch with the master recipes coming out, for 4th of January. So unless the date changes, we have 2 weeks of prep time, pretty much, almost 2 weeks. But I think that's pretty much all that I have plans for prepping as of right now. If you have anything that you think it's important, be sure to leave it in the comment section down below. Appreciate it. That is pretty much it for this one. Hopefully you found it helpful. If you did, please leave a like on the video and comment. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. I appreciate you for that. And if you want to support the content further, you can do that on Twitch or Patreon. On Patreon, I also release these guys a bit earlier, just as a thank you for all supporters. Thank you. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.